We are in that feed.
Yo, it's your boy Darnell back again. Like I said in the intro, man, on some new shit, but not really. Hey man, we got a guest in the building for our first session of In the Feed. In the feed section is gonna be news, game, hustles, rappers, lyrics, you name it. I'm just basically gonna be giving out free game for you guys because you know a lot of stuff happening in the news, a lot of stuff happening in life, and there's a lot of culture that we ain't been touching. But you know, let me quit being rude to my guest in the building. How are you fellas doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, y'all? Man, I'm feeling great, feeling good, very blessed.
Hey man,
very blessed.
Man, that's what's up. But I mean, let's
let's
ease our way into it. Let's start off with the brief intros and whatnot. Max, where are you from?
Well, I think it'd be only fair, like, my name is Maximilian, but this time on this interview, I actually want to give a little bit of spotlight to this brother right here, man.
Man, this dude right here is so damn humble. I gotta tell y'all, man.
You ain't on that J. Cole fake humble shit, is you?
Nah.
I'm tired of J. Cole being humble. I'm like, my nigga, damn.
Man.
Nah,
I mean, this nigga almost worth close to 100 million. Still look like he shop at Baby Gap. Still look like he take his clothes out the dumpster.
I'm gonna elaborate on that. I'm gonna elaborate on that. But go ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
If anything, I feel like if anybody humble, it's probably me. I feel like I don't give myself enough credit.
Man, I know that feeling.
But I feel like it's needed just because that's the type of person I am. I'm very very pure as far as from where I speak from, what I stand on, and how I carry myself. So I'm from Fort Worth. I found out from him about Max through social media, which is the craziest part. It seems like you can have more friends on social media than what you do, and that actually give a fuck about you than what you're doing in actual reality. So it's kind of crazy. Just developing the relationship that I have with Max and just being more open and sharing ideas. Man, this dude is so wise beyond his years. It's kind of blows me back a little bit.
Thank you, man. Well, my name is Maximilian. Shout out to Jay, man. Check his music out, dude. It's dope as hell. But my name is Maximilian. If you don't know, I come from Douglasville, Texas. Born and raised in Detroit, but moved down to Texas. And, I've been here for about 11 years. This is my home.
Man, a D-boy regardless.
Yeah.
I feel that.
D-boy regardless, man.
Hey, man, but, I mean, a lot of people may or may not have heard of you. Cause, I mean, like I said, 19-year-old, and sometimes... Let's put it out there. I don't trust young niggas with rap. If I'm just being honest. Because even you talked about it in past interviews how you really try your hardest to kind of separate yourself from the whole quote unquote mumble rap movement, right. which sucks because you a young nigga. Because I can actually understand what you say when you rap, and that's getting like becoming to be rare.
Well, I can't even lie. Like, here's one thing: when it comes to mumble rap, I just explain to people in the back that I do like all variations of hip hop. Like Yellow Beezy goes dope. Yeah. When it comes to Dallas, like Dallas is a whole metroplex of different sounds. So music is music. It's just what music actually touches you and reaches your soul. Right. When you just hear when you hear something like that, the flow pattern is copied. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2019. We've already heard that shit. Like we've heard that already. And then on top of that, it's like, what lyrics are you talking about other than my bitch is bad, my mink is cold, my ice is gold? Like, what else do you have to offer?
Come on, man. Listen, if we took braggadocious shit out of rap, what we gonna listen to? Like, cause dead ass. Come on, man. Even though Jay-Z is, on his grown man shit, that nigga still be, braggadocious. So, we got it. That's part of the level.
I feel like just in hip hop, I think it's just a thing just to like, it's almost like human nature.
Just to brag.
Just to brag. Like in hip hop, sports, period. Like when you're doing something that is very competitive, you feel the need to just want to assert yourself in a certain way. To tell people like, look.
You know what? You're right, because at the end of the day, when we're talking about, put masculine energy in, right. And you that nigga, you gonna feel a certain type of way. Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's what rap culture is. You got your conscious, you got your gang rap, you got your your drug dealing rap.
Right.
What box do you fit in?
Well, let me elaborate on that real quick. When you look at the animal kingdom and you look at modern day society, any person who is the alpha male or any person who runs the animal kingdom, obviously the lion, do you hear them going around? Yeah, nigga, I'm finna eat all you hoes. They don't do nothing. You don't hear a lion do that. A lion roars, but a lion stays himself. Now, during the day, of course, you may not know, but what time does a lion particularly hunt?
Morning. No,
at night. At night.
night.
A lion hunts at night because his prey is asleep. A lion would not go out. He knows he can chase his prey. He's not finna go out and waste his time running after something he know he can kill. He gonna sleep, relax, because he already know he can kill you.
Yeah.
He gonna relax, and then when you sleeping, he gonna come fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with rap. Like, look at Tory Lanez. No beef to him, but it's like, look at him and J. Cole. J. Cole know that nigga. J. Cole know he ain't on his level, so why would he go and attack him?
I mean, true, but come on, Tory Lanez and Joey. I mean, they just trolls. But they know what they doing. I gotta give them their credit.
I would say it's a marketing scheme. I wouldn't take them for real. I wouldn't take them for real at all.
About that whole Tory thing, I feel like it's just, if you look at Tory's career, that's all he's done.
I mean, like 5 minutes ago, he was a karaoke singer.
You look at the situation with him and Drake.
Yeah.
He did the same shit with Drake. He bigged up Drake, talked shit about Drake, and then when Drake noticed him, it was like, oh, well, never mind, Drake. You're a great artist, and this. Right. So it's just kind of, I think it's just Tory's mechanism to get close to people. And Jid said it. You just trying to get close to Cole. Like,
exactly.
Chill out.
Well, let me ask you something about your music, because as far as your past and growing up, and maybe you can answer this question after him. Where did the flow come from? Like when did you pick up the pen and say, you know what, I want to go this direction?
Well, hip hop is multicultural and it's multi-diverse with flows. I believe, I was just thinking about this the other day. I like to take walks, but when I walk, I think about a lot of things. And I was like, hip hop has always, evolved when it comes to flows. And as a rapper, I don't want to be known for just one flow. That's what I love about Kendrick. Now, Kendrick ain't my favorite rapper. J. Cole, Cold World All Day, that's my favorite rapper. All day. I don't care how complex Kendrick is. I don't. Cole is simple.
I love
him.
Listen, I love Cole, but that nigga is NyQuil, bro. I swear to God. I love him.
Man,
I love him.
Right. The disrespect.
Listen. Come on now. Kendrick can go everywhere. He can go to the white neighborhoods. He can go to the club. He can go with black people. Cole, man, that nigga his music need to be played at like the furniture store where you go pick up your bed.
God,
dead ass. I be like,
well,
the part of the library where all the students be studying overtime. That's where you need your J. Cole music.
Well, look, here's the thing, man.
Middle Child didn't prove you that. It didn't give you no different vibe. Like, yo,
come on. J. Cole is not gonna give us a different vibe, bro. It's gonna be a minute before we get a different sound from Cole. It's gonna be a minute, just like I've been waiting on Big Crit to sound different.
So,
you know what?
What's up?
What? One thing that I wanna, because I do want to answer your question. I'm sorry, I kind of got off topic, but when it comes to flows, like I've always loved different flows, and so when it came to my writing style, I was like, I don't want to sound the same. I don't want to sound like him. I don't want to sound like them. Whatever flow is particular to the beat. Whether the beat has a snare or whether it has a piano chord, I want to sound the way my voice can project on that beat, because people forget that rappers are just like instruments. Their voice creates instruments, so it's important for you to have a different flow, or not just a different flow, the correct flow on the beat.
Well, no shade to you, bro, but I mean that's kind of hard coming from a dude who sound like Kendrick. I mean, you can't front, like, we don't hear it when we listen to you, and again, you're 19 and your flow will evolve into your own lane. But I mean, I know you got them comments on Instagram where you was like, man, nigga, you cold, but you sound like Kendrick. You can stop it.
That bullshit. Yeah. And I look at it and I'm like, God damn. Because I'm like,
ain't nothing worse than
trying to sound like Kendrick.
Man, ain't nothing worse than being compared with every other person. Like, you don't know how many times I'd have been compared to every other fat dude with glasses, like Al Roker, all them other. I like, my nigga, damn, like, I'm me, okay?
Well, my engineer Louis G, shout out to G, man. I always give you a shout out. Louis G, man, he tells me, he's like, bro, don't care about that, because at least you're being compared to the greatest person on earth. I'm like, G, I don't care, bro. I want my own style. Fuck it.
Man, I mean that's fair, but maybe both of y'all can chime in on this.
Yeah.
When we talk about the creative process and creating your own lane, I mean, this is the bad thing about music nowadays. Everybody got a mixtape.
Right.
I mean, somebody grandma, the mailman, your sister. I mean, hell, niggas be dropping mixtapes at weddings. Like, it's that many, it's that much music in there.
A nigga could drop his mixtape in your McDonald's bag.
Exactly.
I was say that.
Yeah, and that's the thing that pissed me off, because the bad thing about music, and it sucks because you're in the younger generation, the instant gratification. It's like being in Walmart with all this free music.
Yeah.
But you got to find it out of the pile of music.
Well, you know,
I mean, how do you make yourself different?
Here's the thing. Beyonce said the other day, and I have to agree with her. She said people aren't making bodies of work anymore. As an artist, it's not my job to make one single and then hope that single sticks, like throwing spaghetti at the wall, because it's just like going to apply to one job, knowing you don't have a job. If you apply to one job and you only hope on that job, how you going to successfully get that job, especially if you don't follow up, especially if you don't give them your name, leave a contact number. So it's like with music, you want to go give your music, because your music is your job, it's your business. Yeah. You want to give your resume or your reference number out to many people. Meaning you want to create many songs. You want to make an album, which I'm doing. This is my freshman album, 914 Duncanville. And once you make a body of work, I believe if it has about 8 to even 16 songs, that's enough songs right there to push all year. If you make concept music videos, you can do whatever the hell you want. Lyrical videos, concepts.
Understatement, and then I want to hear your input. Because albums, to me, in 2019, your album shouldn't be past 10 songs, to be honest.
Really?
It shouldn't.
Really?
Well,
shouldn't.
It's crazy.
It shouldn't.
It's crazy because that's the demographic, bro. You really think about it. Look at Pusha T.
Right.
His album, Daytona. 7 songs. 7
I thought that was about an EP, though, bro.
No.
I thought that was an EP.
But I understand where you're coming from because that's how I used to look at albums, and I used to, gauge my creativity off of. Like, okay, my project has to be this long. But that's not the case because we live in a social media time where it's like, as people, we want everything like this.
Right.
You post a video or you post a picture. People will like it or comment, but they want something else, like within the next hour. So it's kind of changing to that kind of pace with music because you look at artists like Lil Baby.
Right.
Future. Wayne. Wayne was the first one to pioneer the whole, Wayne, Gucci, all them. They started the
retarded movement.
The retarded movement of I'm not talking about music. I'm just talking about the pace of it.
Okay.
Like
I'll give you
how
that.
they put it out. They're just pushing shit out.
Oh, how they just push music out? Well, here's the thing.
That's what it's turning to.
I believe that it's okay to have an expression of putting out millions of music, but then you sacrificing quantity over quality. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. I'm old school. I come from old school to where
me too.
I got to put out a decent project
When
to
were
where
you
I know.
born?
1999, but as I have that old soul.
Oh, okay.
That old
I'm about to
soul.
say.
I come from old soul
my nigga,
generations. I
mean, no shade, but your dad probably was had you when they was taking over the 99 in 2000. So that's not that long ago. Believe me, I was like 99. Where was I? Oh, elementary. But I mean, come on, man. But
I was born in 97, so I'm not too far behind.
Man, but my thing is, and then I'm gonna ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the new wave because at the end of the day, we consume music. It's like we criticize Gucci for that, but as soon as you finish an album, you damn near like, okay, what else?
What's next?
No. That's
like,
not it.
We treat music like a Netflix series.
Course,
like,
of course,
it's like boom. Okay, what's next?
Here's the thing, bro. You always have to preoccupy yourself. J. Cole dropped KOD and said, I'm working on a mixtape right now. And
nobody asked him for the album.
No, but see, he dropped that album and stated to fans, like people who agree with him.
And I'm
coming out with a mixtape and I'm coming out with an album, another album. And that makes you think, God damn, how is this dude working? As the process is, because I've already finished 914 Duncanville. I just got 3 more songs to record.
Yeah.
I'm already writing to my second LP, and I still want to put out another mixtape or a mixtape before I drop 914, you know what I'm saying? And then Down South. But it's just being consistently working, bro. Just constantly working. Yeah. That's all it is.
Okay. And as far as your musical background and everything. Can you talk about your mom and your dad? Were they big music lovers? What vibe were they on musically?
Well, my father, he was a guitar player, but he didn't do anything serious with it. He was more like a businessman. That's where I get my my drive for entrepreneurship from, man. And then my mom, she said she sung or something like that, but I don't really know. I just know that, she's always liked old school G-Funk or soul, like Marvin Gaye records. And so that kind of boils down into my musical influence. You know what I'm saying?
So growing up, was it just you and your mom, or your mom and your dad, or what?
It was just me and my mom, man. My father left my life at the age of 2, He's incarcerated right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Project 914, it speaks on this, but my dad won't get out until I turn 50, and I found this out last year.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? No, excuse me, 40. And he's about 50 years old right now. So just doing the math on that, it's like, damn, my dad won't be out until I turn 90 years old. And that hurts you because it's like, well, there's no point of having that relationship because he's taking out my life at 2. And now here it is, I don't get to see him for the rest of my life,
Mm-hmm.
So I never really did have a father to look up to, but I've had mentors in my life that I look up to.
Okay,
So,
well let's get into that. Now I'm gonna ask you about your job. Now I'm gonna come back to you.
okay.
My thing is, okay, with that being said, and that being the foundation that you grew up on, when high school and you trying to rap to impress people and get friends, and then you finally come into your own lane. I mean, what drives your music? What's your purpose or quote unquote message behind it? Because like you said, your vibe can change, your message can change, but overall, what story you trying to tell? Because it's all about concepts with good artists.
Right. To answer your question, the first question, I'm going to elaborate and say that in high school, I was not a rapper. I did rap in middle school, but I kind of gave it up because I had this like spiritual crisis to where I was reading the Bible. I was just trying to find myself, who I was in the world. And so even my girl, she saw me in Duncanville High School, dressed down, suit, smelling good, cologne. And it's like, to go from that to being a rapper now, it kind of shocks me sometimes, but I've always been an articulate person. As far as my message, I believe in anything right, anything moral. Shit, if I tell you don't beat up on a little boy, you know what I'm saying? You like 20 years old. If I got to make a song about that shit, I'll make a song about that shit,
Right.
Anything moral, anything right,
Okay, I feel
Because I'm
you.
not a perfect person. I do, fucked up stuff. But
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
you were a salesman, so I know.
Yeah, but now that I look at it, I'm like, I still do hold that biblical essence or that biblical like notion in my spirit, because it's important to have morals. If you don't have morals, what the hell are you? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, true, but let me ask both of y'all this question.
Yeah.
When it comes to the rap game, because it's more. Everybody want to talk about the wins and the big wins and the awards and everything, but what did you have to give up to get where you at?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let him go first.
Definitely, what I've had to sacrifice. I feel like personally, just a lot of in close time with the family.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not on your grind 24/7 with this music shit, it's kind of like you miss chances, like you miss opportunities. So it's either you sacrifice your art, you sacrifice your creativity, or you don't win. At least that's what it's like for me. So I've definitely sacrificed a lot of time. There's been times where it's holidays and I'm in the studio.
Okay.
And I would love to be, there with my family, or I gotta go. I'd love to be at the crib chilling, watching movies while everybody, in the living room, but I gotta go to this event, or I gotta go to this interview, or, I'm not gonna get this look. So just a lot of time. And also, I mean, I feel like I sacrifice a lot of my personal story because, I've had people tell me like, yo, you changed my life. You've stopped me from committing suicide. You helped me get through a breakup. And it's just like, and I meet people that know me better than I know me, and that's the crazy part.
Man, what sacrifices have you made to make your music?
Well, it's just it's family. Sometimes you look at your family and they're like, dude, we want to do this with you, but you like he said, you got to go to the studio, and it's nothing personal. It's just this is a business. This is something that you can write off on your taxes. You know what I'm saying? But is that being in a relationship? It's kind of hard to balance a relationship and music because, at the same time you still got to please your partner.
Oh,
and it's
well, you know what? I thought it would be easier because you 19.
Me,
I'm 29. So if I tell a girl, hey, I got a mixtape coming soon, she gonna look at me like I lost my fucking mind because because the older women get, for some reason, which it don't make no sense, the older women get, the higher their expectations. I'm like,
well, you can't be mad at that because a man's job.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I believe
niggas been ain't shit in your life for majority of your life. Look, but your expectations keep getting higher.
Come
on, bro.
I think when you're older,
come on, bro.
When you're older, like you said, you're 29. You got
definitely.
You got a girl.
Right.
She probably in your same age realm. So,
no, she ain't made it to girl level. But
okay. All right. Well, that was a little personal, but we gonna skip past that anyway. I feel like I can see where you're coming from as far as women just having expectation. It's just a thing. I feel like a lot of the time a woman can see your potential before you do.
Right, facts.
That's
here's the thing. Like I was saying earlier, with a woman is delicate. She's like a flower. You don't want to put a flower in a vase and close the vase. You want to make sure that as you're opening that vase,
it blossoms. It's blossoming. Yeah.
It's blossoming. So if you give a woman, I heard a long time ago, a woman is like the earth. If you give her soil, something will grow. If you give her groceries, she'll make food. How you gonna be playing PlayStation? You know what I'm saying? Making a mixtape, not working. You know what I'm saying? And still asking for sex. You have to get out here. You have to market. Yeah. Nah, bro.
What you mean?
Fam, you gotta.
We see what kind of standards.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. We gotta be honest.
Come on, bro.
If she working and you not, and you trying to drop a mixtape,
something wrong.
Hold up. It's not something wrong. She trying to talk to Gerald at the job too.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Gerald got him a job just like she got it. And now she's trying to fuck with Gerald. Yeah. You gotta make sure she ain't fucking with Gerald.
And you
need to get you a job.
And you the dumb nigga because she fucking with that nigga right in front of you.
Exactly.
No.
He the dude.
Nah, you be
he the one playing PlayStation.
Man, listen.
Max, listen.
What's up?
Yo, this and she'll be fucking with Jeffrey or whoever on the phone while this nigga playing PlayStation.
Man,
dang, that's the ultimate level of disrespect.
Listen. Let my girl come home from work and say, "Hey, I had lunch with Gerald." Lunch? I already know what I know what Gerald's trying to do. I'm like, nah, bro.
But hold on, fam. Can you be honest? If Gerald got a job and you don't, how you gonna feel?
Listen,
and you know what? You can get a job.
Listen,
you know you can get a job.
Listen, broke dick is undefeated. Okay?
Damn.
I'm just saying, broke dick, struggle dick. I'm trying to make it dick. It will beat working dick every day. Working dick is tired from working. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, a girl that I used to fuck with cheated on me with a nigga who had one ball. So I know for a fact.
Damn.
So I know for a fact. A girl will fuck a nigga who ain't got shit going.
Fam.
Well, you know what? But how long though? You gotta ask yourself how long. She can give it up because that don't mean nothing if she give it up. The question is, how long is she gonna fuck with you?
Right.
Because let a month go by and you still can't get nothing for her. You still can't take care of her. Like
you also got to think about like, not only is like how long is she gonna fuck with you. You got to realize like or think about what is she really fucking with you for.
My point. You know what I'm saying?
Is she fucking with you for the grind because she know you gonna pop?
That too.
I get it.
Or she just fucking with you just to fuck with you.
Oh well, you know
bored.
what? That kind of helps me cross over to my next question. Let's be honest with people. How long should people really invest in themselves before they be more practical? Because you talking big stuff, but not too long ago you had yourself a job. So what would you tell that girl or that future artist family who say, "Hey man, believe in the dream, believe in X, Y, and Z"? What would you tell them? When do I stop believing in this person?
As far as like the person believing in their dream, like the other person?
Yes.
Honestly, man, you can't tell nobody to stop believing in nobody. If a person is really down for you, they're going to ride with you A1. I haven't been in church in a while, but I was at church the last sermon the dude preached. He was like, this is how you know people really mess with you. When you ain't got nothing and that one person standing right there, next to you, and
Yeah.
you look at them, you say, "What? I ain't got nothing to offer you."
Right.
Yeah.
And they say, "I just want your time. I just want to be with you."
I just want your conversation.
That's
Yeah.
what you look for a person in, bro. That's called loyalty.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have loyalty.
I mean, I know what you mean, but let's cross over to that because let's talk about the artist's patience. Because you used to box, right?
Yeah.
And you know that the longer you box, the harder it get. Like I be getting mad when people be saying Mayweather just be dodging punches. I'm like, nigga, do you know how hard that is?
Right. Shit.
Like, and using that as a metaphor, both of you guys, how do you know you should keep putting the energy into the project and everything else? Because you can say, hey, I got the lyrics. Hey, this is a good song. But, I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? Or should I keep going with it?
I think, honestly, the music speaks for itself.
Right.
So what you're doing is just going to you're going to get a feeling from it. If you don't get a feeling from it, then, okay, you may be doing something wrong. And also, it depends on the people you pushing it to. If they responding and if they gravitating towards it, then you're doing something right, even if it's bad. So I think that should be something that always keeps you motivated, always keeps you going. It's just people's feedback. That's why I do hip hop. That's hip hop for me.
Mm-hmm.
Going and doing shows and performing and getting that reaction from maybe that 1 or 2 bars that makes them like, ooh, that's why I do hip hop.
Well, see, my
But-
perspective on that is I do hip hop for that reason, but that's not my main reason. You know,
Right.
No shade to that, because everybody has a different reason for why they do something. My reason is because I genuinely fuck with music. A lot of people don't know.
No. It's a backstory with me. Of course, we haven't gotten to that. We haven't even spoken about that on a personal level. It's a backstory with me, and it's a bunch of ropes and things to jump through. But honestly, for me, hip hop, if it wasn't for hip hop, if it wasn't for rap, I wouldn't be here.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that, because I said genuinely that I really do music because I love music, bro.
Right.
Like, I love the creation of the beat. I love setting up, before you perform. I just love being involved in everything I do, from the music video to the writing lyrics to music. Shit, if I was a music, I'd be the damn note. You know what I'm saying? But
facts.
as far as it goes, a lot of people don't know that Neil Rogers is my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So music is
Really
just
in you.
culturally influenced throughout my family, bro. And
Yeah.
I've loved it.
Right.
You know?
Well, that would explain a little bit of, I can hear it, a little bit of the jazz influence in your music.
Yeah.
But I thought that was more Detroit, not from your family.
Nah, man. Nah. A lot of people don't know that Neil actually helped Pharrell come up with that song. She's up all night to get lucky. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I hear stuff like that, my older brother on my dad's side, he is a guitar player. He plays music. He does music himself. But look, dude, I'm musically inclined in my family, you know.
All right, I'm going to ask this question, and then we're going to go to break. And then come on right back. When it comes to the music and the scene and everything else, I mean, what's going to be your next move as far as this album and where you want to grow to the next album?
Well, I'm doing big with this album. Like, I'm going to do every single thing. I'm going to work my behind off on this album. I'm going to do everything that I know an industry artist would do. I'm going to drop concept music videos. I've dropped singles first. The singles have been a success. And what I've mistakenly not known is that even though you drop singles, you always going to have that one single that everybody stick with off your album. Like, for example, Yellow Beezy, That's On Me. We know Yellow Beezy for That's On Me. Now, some of them know, that I did. That's what I did. Like, some of them know him for that. But me, it's Insecure. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to drop a lot of musical concept videos and also come with a video on a album commercial, man. I'm going to definitely do an album commercial. So I'm going to go 100% with this album.
Okay. Well, hey, we're going to take a real quick break. We got more questions for Max. We got a few things, I want to ask him about the music scene around Dallas, and then we're going to wrap this thing up on Talking Greasy.
Question of the week, question of the week, question of the week, question of the week. What? Question of the week, question of the week, question of the week, question of the week.
Hey, we back on Talking Greasy. Max in the building. A brother, say your name again one more time for
Jay
us.
Vasquez.
Jay Vasquez in the building. Sorry, fucking up. But anyway, I mean, let's get more into your backstory, both of y'all. First thing first, Jay Vasquez. When did you start music and why?
I started music. Well, honestly, taking it seriously, it's probably like 3 or 4 years ago, coming out of high school. But music has always been in my life. My father was a DJ locally, so he would do gigs back and forth from Fort Worth to Dallas and just all types of shit. And then he would take me to certain gigs, so he would force me to talk to people and go and network. And being at home, I'd always he'd come home from certain spots and I'd play on his equipment, and he'd always be playing shit around the crib. And so he really introduced me to hip hop. And then when I was about 15, that's when I discovered Tupac. And I was writing poetry at the time because I didn't know anything else. I was just writing my feelings out. I had a lot of insecurities and other things that I didn't know how to come to grips with. And then finding Pac in his interviews and just the way that he moved, I really studied that. And then it kind of grew from there. But honestly, then the defining moment, I was probably about 17, 18. And it was me and the homies, and we were all chilling at the crib just freestyling on some bullshit. It wasn't really nothing serious. And somebody had said something, and then I had started rapping, and then my homie DJ stopped me and was like, yo, you got a voice. There's just something about your voice that is unique. It gravitates towards people, and it makes people want to listen to what you got going on. So he was like, you need to do this shit. So then he gave me a list of artists to listen to, which was Cole, Kendrick. I was already listening to Nas and the older shit. So I kind of took everything, Cole, Kendrick, Crit, and everything else behind that, and just kind of studied it, fell in love with it, and ever since then, it's just been raps for me.
Well, Max, you kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, and you said your dad hasn't been in your life since age 2, right? Mm-hmm. How has that affected your music? Because didn't you want to join the gang because of? Yeah. Do you think it was due to a lack of a father? Do you think that's just where your head was at the time, or where were you at emotionally for that?
Growing up, I would say even the minority community, because Jay himself you're Latino, right, brother? Yes, sir. Yeah, growing up in the minority community. Coming from Duncanville, a lot of people from Oak Cliff came over to Duncanville. A lot of people don't know that, but coming up in Duncanville, when people don't have that father figure or that masculine figure in their life, predominantly a lot of dudes go and try to create that figure, whether it be the OG that they look up to or the homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So they go fuck with people like that, and they go rep gang sets or sets they don't even know that they're throwing up. Like me, I first started throwing up Pyru blood signs. I didn't know shit about it. I just looked it up on Google. And I'm going around on Duncan throwing that shit up, you know what I'm saying? Running around with a bunch of dudes, you know what I'm saying, acting like we doing something. But it's until you really find out the cost of what it costs to do that shit, you really stop. And you're like, okay, hold up now.
Yeah. Oh, man, I know what you mean, because I remember back, I went to Skyline. When I said it was real criminals in there, I mean, real criminals. I think I used to sneak in weapons all the time.
Damn.
And I know a nigga brought a sawed off to school one time. So growing up, I already knew what that life was about, and luckily I had a few legit homies who was on that bullshit. But for some reason they fucked with me, and they gave me the game about it. It was kind of tough.
Yeah.
But how did that, as far as musically speaking, with both of your backgrounds and Max and then our brother over here, how did that? Do you think that helped the music, hurt the music, or let you, or it didn't affect you at all?
I think it did affect me, and it affected me in a positive way, because when you go through some shit, I'm gonna stop cursing on here, because I got children that watch this.
Nigga, please.
You know what?
Please, we are grown on this.
No, hold up, because
everybody on this bitch who listen to me is 25 and up, at least. I did the research.
Well, I'm gonna keep it honest with you when it comes to this music, man. I've went through a phase in my life to where when you go through something, a trial and error, you have to talk about it. And either you're going to exploit it or you're going to talk about it in a bad way.
Yes,
and me personally, I'm talking about it in a way that's not only reality, but it's like, hey, bro, you got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Life is more than thug signs, bitches, hoes, and money. Right. You can go start your own business, man. Go be the next Jay-Z, music mogul. Or go be the next, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Claude Anderson. You know, be somebody intelligent, above criminality. Be somebody with a mindset. Right. It's cool to be the next Al Capone, but if you try to be the next Al Capone, understand how you can be the next Al Capone righteously. How can you rule shit righteously without having to kill somebody or fuck somebody over? How can you run your block without having to kill somebody? Yeah. And in my music, I personally believe that Insecure, Nappy the Israelite, Mama You Did It, even 914 The Project. Yeah. What I've went through in my life, from witnessing murder, you know what I'm saying, theft in front of me, niggas trying to come up and take my own cars in front of me, all that stuff, I put in my music, and it's become either positive or it's just become a life experience. Yeah. And I don't glorify it. I just talk about it.
Man, well, let me ask you about your experience. You know, I hope I ain't talking greasy to you, but
good. I come from a strong bloodline, so it's good.
But like, you have trouble walking and everything else. Right. I mean, when it comes to the music, I mean, what is it therapeutic or you said hip hop saved you? So kind of give me a short background to that.
Definitely, this is something that I kind to. Well, let me kind of give you the short story. Basically, when I was born premature, 2 pounds 11 ounces, and they basically told both of my parents that they were unfit at the age. They had me, when they were 27. So basically, they told them that they were unfit. They might as well just give me up to the state. Basically, when I was born, I basically died and came back because both of my lungs collapsed. They sent me home too early before diagnosing anything. And so I've had 37 surgeries on my whole entire body, head to toe. And they told me I wouldn't be able to eat, breathe, talk, walk, do anything on my own. And so me doing music, it was it was therapeutic. It was that outlet because growing up, being younger, I wanted to play sports. I wanted to play football. I wanted to play basketball, but I couldn't, and I got bullied and kind of attacked for being different. And so with hip hop, I just kind of used it as my superpower in a sense, and kind of took what was conformed as a weakness into a strength. And so that's why I say it saved my life, and that's why I take it so seriously, because hip hop to me is my contact sport. It is my football. It is my basketball that I never got to play. Yeah. So when it comes to this rap shit and really, making a message out of it, and also just being competitive, like I take this shit seriously. And when I feel like, I'm in my zone, can't nobody touch me. So I try to keep that mentality, but at the same time, I try to be modest and humble and remember that this has made me who I am. So without this disability and, this situation that I have, it probably wouldn't connect. Yeah. So it makes more sense for me to just carry myself in a certain way. And so I just try to remain positive and keep a smile on my face, regardless if I'm hurting or not.
Yeah. Okay, fellas. Hey, man, I can't lie. This was a cool interview, bro. I appreciate your time and everything else. But we ain't done yet. We gonna have let's have a discussion because we was doing the in between breaks, and then we gonna wrap this mug up. Mm-hmm. Your top 5 rappers of all time.
Top 5 rappers.
Let me do mine first. Go ahead. Is Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, and Ice Cube.
I'm gonna take from your list. Nas, Notorious B.I.G., J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Big Crit. He don't get the credit he get. And then, you know what? I really do fuck with Logic. A lot of people, even though Logic like to say I'm that biracial shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm white and black. We know
He's
Logic.
He's a good guy. I've met him.
Logic dope.
He raps about being mixed?
Yeah. We know that.
What do you say?
He don't.
And he
That's
knows
all
it
he
too.
raps about.
Man,
But
come on. I'm still mad at you for putting J. Cole over Kendrick. Come on now, man.
Say
the only
got a lot of people that do that.
The only place J. Cole is live and dope as far as energy wise is at a concert. Nowhere else.
Where's the camera at?
Yeah, right there to the left.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Cold World, Dreamville all day.
Listen, Jermaine Jackson can sit down. Jermaine.
Cold world.
All right, what about you, brother?
Cold world.
Your top five.
Top five all time. Pac.
Okay.
Cole. M.
I forgot that.
3. That's 3, right?
Yeah.
And Crit. And Kendrick.
Wow, y'all are some young ass niggas.
Bro, I could go beyond that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like they make music that you like, damn, that shit's good. Like,
I mean,
you can't deny Big Crit make good
Now,
music.
if we want to talk music,
right?
Like, fuck this hip hop shit. You want to talk music? We can go
Right.
Isley Brothers. We can
Marvin Gaye,
the OJs. You know,
Donny Hathaway,
the Gap Band, Earth, Wind and Fire, all
Right.
that shit. You know,
Man.
all that shit I've grown up on. You know, music is my life. So
that was.
I ain't just no young nigga.
That wasn't no diss. That was just like I could tell y'all age just by y'all choices. Cause I mean, some like you think I'm being funny, but to some niggas, Lil Wayne is they top 5. To hell, even Soulja Boy might be in somebody's top 20. That's how young y'all niggas are. Soulja Boy can be in somebody's top 20 of all time.
Oh shit!
So, man, let's leave on that high though. Hey man,
hey, hold up, bro.
No, we can't leave on that.
No, we're leaving on that high though.
No.
Hey,
Shit.
Max.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jay,
fellas, drop your social media, and if there's any upcoming EPs from you or any upcoming shows, like possibly in March or April coming up, please let us know.
Okay. Social media, you can find me anywhere on any platform. It's at The Water Rose. I have a project out right now called Forever, and then I'm working on an EP right now currently called The Prelude. So yeah, check it out, tap in. I'm available everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, all that. Anywhere you think you can find music, you can find me. So just tap in.
Well, you know, it's your boy Maximilian, Prince of a King. You can find me on Instagram at Official Maximilian, YouTube at Official Maximilian, and then definitely, you know, tap in on the website, www.princeofaking.com. I have a project coming out called 914 Duncanville, so tap into that, and check out my new single, Insecure, featuring Maria B, available now.
That shit is fire, nigga.
Hey man, it's your boy Darnell, Talkin Greasy, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, hit us up at talkinggreasy@gmail.com. If you got anything to say about what I said on the show, hit us up 469-454-8231. And your boy Darnell, my own personal social media is Darnell Does It on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, because it ain't easy talking greasy. And shout out to my nigga Maximilian.
Shout out to Jay.
Am I turned up? Okay, good. Hey, I love myself, my wealth is through my heritage. My nappy roots come from the roots of my grandma's kid. Father from average, I broke the spell of Willie Lynch. Climbing up the rope, the same slave master hung my neck. My window tinted, my seat is brown, my afro vintage. Inside the south with 808, so my niggas feel me. And sincerely, when you hear this dearly, I've been making records clearly, so the message fit the chorus simply.
Saturday morning.